everybody, Steve here, broadcasting live from Bitcoin 2025. Just want to show you guys a few things. Here's one example of our stages. There's like 10 stages. This one says, Bitcoin as a digital 1776. Kind of an interesting philosophy, if you will. It's a little bit extreme, but certainly you can see there's like cool lounge areas, like right here. And there's booths everywhere. Booths, not booze, but booths, B-O-O-T-H-S, everywhere. And there's all kinds of stuff that I don't understand going on, and I don't pretend to understand. A lot of chess sets, by the way. I guess one thing I didn't realize is how international this is. I just went to I'm here on an industry pass. Bitwise basically paid for me to come because of some of the stuff we're doing. And no kidding, I go into the lunch area for industry folks, like the VIP, where they provide all your food and stuff. And no kidding, I asked if I could sit with these folks, and nobody spoke English. I didn't realize that till I sat there for a second. So here is a DJ that you're going to see here in front of two Tesla Cybertrucks. So see if you can see him there doing his DJ type thing. And then yes, two Tesla Cybertrucks. And you can see you can get a Bitcoin credit card. Not really ready for that. Don't know the need for that. But anyhow, it exists. So, here's another thing that's kind of interesting. Is if you didn't hear this yet in the news, their Stake and Shake now takes literally Bitcoin payments. So their booth's right behind me here. So yeah, so I think that's the first restaurant to be able to do that. There's also cool little areas here in sand that people are lounging while we walk around. Let's see. So yeah, so I was invited. So as you've heard Mike talk, we have a comprehensive Bitcoin strategy that we rolled out in April that has downside protection, so you don't get the full market volatility of Bitcoin, which is obviously it's pretty volatile. And then we also have a couple of new things that I've been talking with some folks with to get a little more exposure to Bitcoin, and both a hedged version, which limits your downside, as well as an alpha version, where not only are you taking the ride, you're taking more than the ride, right? And the return there would be double if you want to participate in that. So got kind of a cool photo op area there. So that's why I told Bitwise about these, and they said you have to come out and talk to some folks out here in Vegas at the Bitcoin conference. So that's why I'm here. And tonight so there was a VIP only thing yesterday, to where I was able to do a kind of a meet and greet with a small crowd with Michael Saylor. If you've heard that name, he's the CEO of MicroStrategy. So really kind of moving the needle there as far as what's going on, getting Ankerstar well some more attention at the higher levels, if you will. So that was yesterday, and then today we have the CEO. I've got a private a meal where 10 of us are going to go have dinner with Hunter Orsley, the CEO of Bitwise. Again, to kind of tell him what we're doing, that sort of thing. So that'd be pretty interesting. So lots of learning going on. There's a random race car. Don't know what that has to do with Bitcoin. There's also a big monkey. If you didn't know, the Bitcoin color is orange. My family asked me that today. They're like, "Dad, why is everything orange?" And I'm like, well, that's kind of the thing. So I'm out. If you haven't been with a conference here, this is exactly where they had the CES conference, the Consumer Electronics Show, is at the Venetian. So I walked out into the main area. And this morning when we showed up, the conference starts at 9 a.m. And this is kind of the first lounge I came across. And this, you can see kind of the stage behind me there. There was a DJ cranking out tunes at 9 o'clock this morning. So pretty interesting if you haven't been here. Obviously, you're on our podcast because that's important, but she must be somebody because she's about to run her video or her whatever media she might happen to be responsible for. So it's kind of interesting. So I was going to show you one more thing, and it was in the other hall, but there's a big Bitcoin on the wall, that sort of thing. But I don't know where I'm going. So the fact that I'm probably not going to be able to show that to you because I don't know exactly where it is. So what's going on in so we have the conference today. I'll kind of wrap this up and then talk about the markets for a second. Find a spot over here. All right, here we go. So yeah, so we had the conference today, and then Vice President Vance speaks tomorrow morning. So I'll be here for that, and then I'm catching a ride back home to Texas, and the family's on vacation, so I'm not earning any good family points by going to Vegas for a couple days during our vacation, but we're down at Port Aransas, so I'm available all week, but I will be going back home tomorrow. Today was a nice move up in the market. It was the first move up in 4 days, so that's exciting because it kind of breaks the down streak, but plus it was a significant move up. So again, the headline that kind of caused that was the tariffs with it was tariff related. Can't remember it offhand, but obviously that came out right before the market opened and things went higher after that. So good news overall for the market. What does that mean? Where are we? Well, we're still kind of in that area where the narrative is transitioning from tariffs to tax reform. The beautiful big tax bill. Are we there yet? No. Are we talking? Tariffs seem to keep creeping back in all the time, but you can see that the markets kind of want to go higher based off of deregulation and tax reform that we hope is coming soon. So who knows? We shall see. It's a little difficult in this environment, but there are some things that we've been adding to kind of stabilize your portfolios. So if you have any that's a topic for another day. So I will let you guys go for today. Thanks for tolerating my bumbling walking around. I'll have to do the disclaimer here at the end. Financial education presentation. You have to do your own due diligence for acting upon anything you heard in this presentation. More disclaimer information is available at ankerstarwealth.com. So with that, I'll let you guys go, and we will see you back with a more coherent presentation from Corey and Mike tomorrow. Have a good one. Bye. All right, I'm back with you. So I remember what I was going to tell you, and it was enough to turn the camera back on. But I'm in the VIP area of the conference, so industry actually goes back a little ways over there and around, sort of thing. They have really cool stuff like these big displays right here. Not that I need a bigger display than we already have at Ankerstar Wealth, but I thought that was kind of cool. But what I wanted to show you is, and I saw this on the map, and it was like you can come get a haircut. I just got my hair cut the other day, so I don't really need a haircut, and I don't really have that much hair anyway. But if you want to get your hair cut, yes, you can get your hair cut at the Bitcoin Barbershop. So 5 or 6 stations set up over there, so I thought that was kind of interesting. And then the last thing I will close with is there's a couple of billionaires here, which I thought was pretty fun. I don't recognize either of the two that I've seen so far. They were both foreign. I don't know where they didn't catch their names. But when billionaires travel around a conference, there's a group of about 50 people around them that are their handlers. So there's a media team, security team, and then of course the people they work with. So it's kind of interesting. You see this like big mass of people. It's like, ooh, that must be somebody important, right? So anyhow, that was the last thing I wanted to show you. So talk to you later. Bye.